Hey guys, welcome back. It's Craig from the future here on Sunday. I just want to record the intro now because I think I might have forgot it on Monday, but I just want to say thanks a lot for clicking on the video and watching along again. But I just want to give a little push to what this is about, and what I'm trying to do is raise awareness, obviously, for brain tumours and brain cancer, the biggest cancer killer of under 40s, especially with children. And this is a little bit of a call to action. So you can do this by raising awareness, and raising awareness for fundraising efforts like my own, by clicking the like for the video to try and promote it to more people, sharing it amongst your training and triathlon groups. If you don't want to promote the video, you don't want to benefit me, that's absolutely fine. But there's a fundraising link in the description which all goes to brain tumour research. Every penny that's earned, it might have my name on it, but I don't see a penny. That all goes to brain tumour research to fund life-saving developments such as the 5-ALA dye, which I got, which means that even though I have a high-grade, very aggressive brain cancer, I'm able to get out here every day and do this. And everybody else should have the same chances I have. But without promoting awareness and without raising funds to continue development of things like that, people won't get the same sort of chance I've got. So please have a look, roll the intro and enjoy the vid. Welcome back to Cancer Corner. Welcome back to another week of training. This is Monday in Ironman with Cancer, episode 2. So pretty light training day on the cars today. Nothing particularly difficult. It was an hour or two basically just a spin on the bike, which I decided to come and do outside, but I'm really trying to get some elevation in my legs. So I'm currently on a place called Brusselton Lane. We're going up there, which is Brusselton Bank, up to where that radio tower is at the top. It's kind of like my own little Swift radio tower climb. I put the Strava segment up for Brusselton Bank anyway, just to show you. I think it probably only averages about 4%, but it is quite steep in parts. And yeah, it's just a nice little practice ride, and just really I'm just spinning in between places. After this, I cross a pretty busy main road, and then we go from there down the old Roman road to Piercebridge, and then from Piercebridge basically don't actually go to Piercebridge. I turn off just before there and head back home. So yeah, just mostly spinning in zone 2 with a few climbs. So just enjoying the nice weather. Well, that wasn't too bad. Mostly seated, had to jump out of the saddle for a little bit towards the end where it steepened up, but I just thought I'd try and catch this view over there. Kind of show you, probably doesn't show very well on the camera, but it kind of shows the height that we've come up. I think it's about, I'm not sure actually with this bank, it's a couple hundred feet, and it rises up pretty sharpish. So but anyway, full hard drops too much, back in the aero bars, off down that road, back on with the ride. So just to quickly wrap up, it's about 35k, an hour 25 on the TT bike. There wasn't a huge amount spent in the aero bars, and I managed to hit a couple of decent climbs that I wanted to hit, and check out a couple of routes. So yeah, no complaints. All in all, nice ride. Now time to chill out and see what's in store for the rest of the week. Hey, welcome to Tuesday. Just today on the cards we have a 1 hour nice easy base recovery run, and just look at the weather. Absolute first time all year, shorts and t-shirt weather. It's actually quite warm, the sun's wicked, so yeah, no complaints today. Get out for an hour. The nice little thing about today is one of my friends who's used to do a little bit of running, trying to get back into it, so I'm going to run out and meet them, and we're just going to do a little sort of 5k loop, at which point I'll sort of leave them and head home, and then I'll head back for the rest of the hour. So yeah, should be a nice day, nice social recovery run. I'll probably catch up with you on the way back, and we'll cover the run. But yeah, tag for today. Not really interested in the pace. It's whatever we make can sort of keep up with. And but really, heart rate wise, I want to be low 140s, probably at the very highest, and just yeah, nice and easy. So yeah, go and check this loop out. Catch you towards the end. Oh, almost forgot. Probably is worth adding. Probably is worth adding. Obviously, the stress score shows up at the start of each day. Came back pretty well today. Shows me quite ready to train, but my legs do feel pretty heavy from the climbs yesterday. But it's just another reason to take it nice and easy to recover for the day, get rid of some of the stiffness. So yeah, thought I'll add that in. There we go. Nice easy 5 or 6k around the nature trail. And time to work my way back home now. And should be around about 10k. So we'll see what we finish up with. Well, there we are. Nice easy base hour done. Already covered about 11.5k, 11 and a bit k. So not the fastest run in history, but nice and easy, and nice to get out and train with a familiar face. So yeah, no complaints there. Really nice. Heart rate was nice and low, and it felt super easy all the way around. So it's another tick in the box for an easy run day. And then tomorrow I think I've got a tempo session, so let's jump into that one on the bike. Right, okay then, so into Wednesday, just a tempo ride on the trainer today, indoors. Obviously, well, I can't really do these outside because, like I've said before, I don't have a power meter at the moment, so Zwift is the most reliable way to do these, just training to power sessions at the moment. So this one, it's only going to be about an hour long. And basically just having a look at the screen here. Yeah, it's going to be sort of 3x5 minute intervals, and then there's a couple of what look to be sort of 6-minute ramped intervals, only going up to about 200 watts. So yeah, not really busting the gut tonight. Just so an hour's worth of good honest hard work, I guess. There probably won't be too many clips, but I will try and stay covered up with them. But I think this will probably be the only clip where I won't be going full Magic Mike and getting this off, because I'm already getting a bit warm and I'm only 5 minutes into the warm up. So we'll see how it goes. If there's any issues, I'll report back, and if everything goes well, I'll see you at the end. So there we go, that didn't take long. Tops off, way too sweaty. So just looking at this workout in more detail now. It's pretty simple. It looks like it's 6 by 6 minutes at sort of green zone on Zwift, which is tempo, which up by the FTP is around about 185 watts. And then there's a couple of sort of things like this, like low zone 1 sort of recovery for 2 minutes in between them, and then some of them are done as ramps, some of them are just 6 minutes at tempo, and then at the end there's a couple of zone 2 intervals as well. So I'm doing all the tempo ones on the aero bars and just sitting up for the recoveries in between, just to get a little bit more time in these aero bars and just get used to putting out the power in that position. It's much easier to do when you're sitting upright like this. So trying to keep the training specific to the day, and yeah, can't hurt I suppose. Right, so just about to come up the next time and get into interval number 2, so let's go. Interval 5 of 6. Heart rate's starting to get up now, and certainly feeling it in the legs, but we'll push on, keep going, and just try to fight through it. So there we go, just in the cool down now for another 5 minutes for the cool down. Wasn't a bad session actually, to be honest. I've had a pretty shitty day today, beep, and yeah, I wasn't really feeling this tonight, but yeah, if you ever need a bit of motivation, I feel a lot better for doing it than if I'd sacked it off. And really, I think working towards an Ironman, it's difficult, and you're always going to get days like this where you'd rather be doing something different. And yeah, and on the back of a busy day, right before I'm supposed to be having dinner, to come and think, oh, we're going to do a tempo session for an hour and a half, it's not always the best thing in the world to consider, but no, I'm happy that I did it. So the rest of the night I'm just going to chill out and get ready for tomorrow. There's a bit of a tempo run session as well, which is just some over and unders. So I think I'll go into more detail tomorrow, but it's pretty much just based around target standalone marathon pace, which I've got big ideas for, but I'll leave that for tomorrow. So I'll finish this cool down and I will catch you out for a run tomorrow, hopefully with the weather as good as it was today. See you then. Right, now we're in at Thursday, and just starting the warm up for our session today, which is over unders, just running. So I've got about a 10-minute warm up to do, and then the rest of the way around this loop, probably until about 5-10 minutes from the end, where we'll have a cool down. It's just going to be all the kilometres over and under the target marathon pace, which for me is 3 hours. This is standalone pace, so it's 4 minutes 20 or 4:15 a kilo. So we're going to alternate between 4 minutes and 5 minutes per kilometre and just rotate that around till the end. In the edit, I'm going to drop up on the side down here the kilometre splits, so you can see sort of how close or how far away I was from those targets, and hopefully there should be somewhere in here. But yeah, if you want a more in-depth sort of video into how this session works, there's a link in the description really to one of Ben's videos where this session comes from really. And the idea behind it is to just sort of get you working a bit of threshold, and then but also sort of clearing that lactic from your legs under load. So sort of basically when you're doing the slower kilometres, you're not at rest, you're just slower than you normally would. So it's slightly above, slightly under, so but we'll see how we feel on the rest one. How much the sort of 4 minutes of case shouldn't take too much out of us, but this is far from a flat route, so on the hillier ones it might be a bit slower on the rest, but yeah, we'll see how we feel. Right, let's get on with it. Apologies for the road noise, I'm next to a pretty busy road at the moment. Just coming about halfway through the third sort of under kilometre, about to start the fourth over, and this is the lumpy section, so this next one is probably going to be quite difficult. But I'll just try and gauge the effort in my legs so I don't blow up on it, but still get as much quality as I can out of it. So, but it's good practice for a lumpy marathon, which Bolton is. Okay, just about to start the last sort of over kilometre, and sort of guessing where it'll end now. It's going to include a pretty steep hill called Ladybird Hill, which has a Strava segment on it, so give me a good way to record it. I'll pop it up here, see how we're doing it. But right, here we go. Well, that wasn't a kilometre, it was only 700 metres, but the elevation killed us, so time for the warm down. We'll go from here. So I'm going to finish the run there. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be. It was meant to be about 50 minutes for a target, but where my loops kind of ended up, it's only been 40 minutes. But I felt the intervals were pretty good quality, and I don't think I'd have too much issue doing a few more if I had to. But yeah, dad duty's call. I'm going to pick my daughter up now from my parents and get some dinner. So right, catches Friday. Oh no, got a rest day next, and then into a nice busy weekend of long ride, long run. So see you for that. And welcome to Sunday for the nice oh no, it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. What we're talking about, welcome to Saturday for the long ride. So we're out for probably about 3-ish hours today, maybe 3.5, and we're just on Brustleton Lane, about to start the climb up to the radio tower over there. And I've got Chris with me today, who's new to hills like this. Unless he's skiing down them, he's just up the road there, getting a bit of a head start. And yeah, looking forward to this run today. We're going to go out to Barnard Castle, through some nice roads through Staindrop and get some lunch, and then head back to Aycliffe. So I'll catch us at the top, and hopefully we'll catch Chris finishing off as well, if I'm lucky enough to get past him. So see how we do. Here we are, total brush bag. Hard work out the saddle for a lot of it, but happy enough for the effort. Decent view from the top when you get through the bushes. Morning. Morning, Joy. Straw, big lad. It finishes right on this bend. Go on, out the saddle for the last bit. Sprint, sprint. Yeah, as you can tell, it's not a nice climb. It's one of the better ones around here. It was used for a hill climb championship a few times, but let's go over to Chris, see how he feels.
I'm dying. That's not a hill, that's a mountain.
Did you go on the mud patch and feel your back wheel spinning out? It's horrible, isn't it? It's
spinning.
I think there's a lot of farm tracks come up there. Farmers come up down here, and there's some dump trucks working over there, so I think it's off them. But yeah, it's a fun one. So most of the runs around the industrial estate, you get a crap view. You get on the bike for half an hour and you get that view. Not a bad one at all. Well, took us ages to get here. Got lost a few times. Crashed once, thanks not to unclipping. And that's the Bannercastle stop over. So nice for the time for a run on. Hopefully the wind blows us home instead of blowing against us like it did all the way here. Well, welcome back for another clip in the sunshine. We are just ticking through the 80k mark, so about 50 mile in. Probably only about 10-12k from home now, aren't we? Yeah, we've got one nice hill to go up at Heighton through the bank, and then pretty much flat all the way home. So it's been a really nice ride. Most of the roads have been really good, but you can hear this one's a little bit lumpy. But yeah, other than falling off once, it's been pretty good. And getting lost. Yeah, getting lost about 5 times. So I'll put the summary up from Strava on the screen now in the edit. Basically, speed's nothing to shout about, it's just about getting the time in the legs today. And I think it'll be around about 4 hours by the time we get home. So I'll wrap the clip up today for this today. Guys, get on! Come on! And I'll drop a link to Chris's Instagram below. It's at CFK Fit, isn't it, I think? Chris does a lot of stuff sort of raising awareness for cystic fibrosis, and basically trying to promote the use of a drug called Trikafta. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But check his Instagram out. A lot of good stuff on there. There's a lot of good people follow him, and a lot of good people he gets to do stuff with, so worth a look. And right, I'll see you tomorrow for the half marathon run. I'm going to race him up. Back out on Sunday for the long run. So somewhere between 15 and 20k. It would be definitely 20k, but it's Rangers versus Celtic day, and I've got to get back to catch the end of that, so I might end up cutting it short. But got some company today. Coxie's out with us again. So so it should be a nice run. The weather's absolutely perfect for it. Sunny, dry, and nice and cool. So no complaints. So let's get around this loop. So about 6.5k now. Pretty much locked into the 510k, which is about just shy of 8:30 an hour. 8:30 an hour. 8 minutes 30 a mile. So pretty good pace for a steady run. Knees feeling good after the crash yesterday, so no complaints there. So yeah, don't fault me today, I've got no excuses because it's perfect. So right, so here we go, all alone now. That's Coxie's 20k pretty much done. We've got about 5k to make up, so I'm on the going to finish the long drag down to Rushyford, and then we'll head along the road for a bit, turn back towards Aycliffe and back up to home, which should round us out to about 20-22k. So all going really well. Heart rate stayed nice and low. Heart rate's probably been about mid 140s all the way through, and we're still pretty much holding that between 510 to 520k pace. So yeah, all going really well. Bit out of breath at the moment because there's a bit of a lump, but go downhill in a minute. Right, so we'll pack this run up, get to the end, and I'll see you at the end and we'll see how close we are. So there we go, it's the end of the long run. Stop on the watch now at 21k. So that was a pretty solid consistent pace around about 8:20 a mile for the first, I say 8:20 a mile, but I'm going to switch to kilometres, so sue me. But yeah, for the first sort of 15-16k with Coxie, and then yeah, something I'm trying to do at the moment is finish up a bit faster, just to get used to holding that pace with the fatigue in the legs. Done it in a couple of runs now and it felt super good there. Still felt nice and fresh after 16k, and yeah, I'm happy with that. So we're 1:44.51 for just about 22k. So I'm really happy with that for half marathon, and especially after what's been a pretty long weekend. I mean, that's 6 hours of work, 4 hours on the bike yesterday, and nearly 2 hours today, plus a bit of strength and conditioning yesterday. And I've got stretching and some S&C to do later on tonight to make sure I'm in good shape for tomorrow. So if you've managed to get to this point of the video, thanks very much for joining along. And yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please drop a like below, hit subscribe. And if you've got any questions or you want to get involved with anything that I'm doing fundraising wise, any way, whether through a virtual event you might have an idea for, just drop me a comment below. I'm very keen to get on board. I've had a few invitations to do some recently, and I'm looking forward to getting involved in them ones and a few others. So yeah, thanks very much for joining along, and all the best. And I'll catch you next week for another solid week of training. See you then.